What's going on, everybody? It's Deathstroke here. Hey, in today's video, we are going to do a PvP review of the Unbent Tree. What I wanted to do with the video was do a face cam video where you see the face up in the upper right-hand corner. But that just wasn't working out, so we're just going to do an audio commentary. This is going to be a semi-play-by-play. I'm not going to catch everything because it is going to be playing, and I'm going to have to commentate as I'm recording. But let's go. All right, so to start, I wanted to kind of just share shortly how I get the scores I get. All right, I end up here with the best around, and I end up with a 4.38 KD. All right, as you can see, when I started, I primed with a grenade. I didn't put myself in undue danger. And then I see the person is weak, pop a grenade, and I go behind cover. If they rush, I'm just gonna pull my shotgun. All right, so you can see I'm moving in and out of cover. Okay, I'm not standing blatantly out in the open. Okay, and that's where you see the difference. I ran with a shotgun. I went above the opponent. He knows I'm there. He can see the radar. Shotgun. Okay, sometimes you don't have to aim in. You can just hip fire. I jump in the air because I see him in the air. Okay, so things like that, that's just to keep mobile. Okay, you want to be mobile. You want to be agile. You do not want to be that stagnant force on the ground trying to shoot your opponent, because that gets you killed. If you notice, who wins the most fights is the person who can strafe the best. If you have a pulse rifle and you know what strafing is, or you don't know, it's just the left and right side-to-side motion. All right, I want to point this out. This grenade killed the other person. If you notice the explosion marker on the second person, I killed that second person, which I think just happened to be my wife. I killed that second person because the fact of I have Bloom on. I run Lifesteal and Bloom religiously because it's such a powerful combination. If Bloom kills one person and they are close together and the other person is tagged, it's going to make the other person ready to kill. All right, so this Unbent Tree is amazing. All right, so those base stats that I showed at the beginning of the video were just the average base stats. All right, this is my wife's this is my wife's account. That I got confused. It's not me killing her. It is her, right? So the base stats at the beginning of the video are or, you know, just the average stats that the weapon has before you add any modifiers or any perks like that, okay? So the benefit of this is she has the most godly roll I've ever fucking seen on this. I watched a video from Astacross, and I've watched a few other videos where they talk about this from JMPXX, a few other YouTubers that I admire a lot for their reviews and stuff. And their rolls were good. You know, a lot of people are really going towards that counterbalance, hand-laid stock roll, brace frame counterbalance roll, because, you know, stability is such an important role in this game. If you notice, I'm always priming with grenades, right? I know that I have a super right here. I wanted to cut back to that. I know I have a super right here. So if I need be, if they rush too hard, I can get myself out of a shitty situation. With the exception of this, I have Shatter on. Every single one of my Shatter rounds hit that beam. That made no sense to me whatsoever.
You see that?
So I'm not going to dwell on that too much, but that was quite irritating because that ended my streak. Me somehow killing myself. But the role she is rocking is Brace Frame, and she has Rangefinder, and it is just a fucking powerhouse. I love it. The moment it dropped, I upgraded it for her because she was at work, so I was trying to help her get through Iron Banner. She works on the weekends, and I was trying to get her through Iron Banner because she's lower level, and I want her to be higher so she can do the raid with us. So that's why I was doing that, right? So I won this engagement by pure absolute fucking luck, okay? And that's just the truth. And then this engagement, you see, I was hurt, right? So I immediately left cover. Or not left cover, went into cover so I could get a little bit of my health back. And then, as you can see here, I use cover as it's a crutch, it's a barrier, it's what it's there for, right? You don't want to keep out in the open. I know these people are there, but you can constantly see me changing levels to get the jump on these people. Because if I just stand out in the open, I'm asking to be hit. All right, so that's why I want to show these things, because I feel like some of the people that I go up against, I don't know if they just don't know it or they don't care to get better, whatever it may be, right? And this was a little overzealous. I'm sitting here shooting a fucking Slam Titan with a sorry, phone's going off. with an auto rifle. But you know, you can never be too sure. If somebody sniped him at that moment or something like that, or came up and shotgunned him, I could have got the kill. And you know, whether that be cheap or not, you know, you're putting your life in danger by going out there. Might as well reap some of the rewards, right? So, you know, hers has brace frame and rangefinder, and it is a beast. I absolutely love this weapon. Using it, this was the first time I ever used her roll, by the way. I was just astonished. I was like, oh my god, this thing's actually pretty stable. The initial kick is pretty rough. For some reason, caveat on that, some reason my trigger like locked. I have an elite controller and it's not broken, but since I run on that quick aim or quick fire perk on it, to where it's like a, I don't know, a half pull, so to say, it doesn't always like to fire, and I run into it on sniping a lot. My snipe will fire afterwards, and that's shitty because snipes you should have landed headshot, hit body, because it fires that split second later. See there, I just shut down another super. So, you know, even though I had my super and I could have got one out of it, that's never your goal, okay? Your goal is never to just waste your super with one person. You always want to look for that big hit. I explained in the beginning of one of my other videos, there's lots of good times to use your super, and there's lots of really, really good times to use your supers. And heavy ammo is one of the most promising times to use your super. Alright, and the significance of what you saw on the screen just now, well, not that, so to say, me getting shoulder charged, but the reason why I did that was you could see more than one opponent on the screen. If it got really bright red, sometimes you know that's just someone right on top of you. I mean, like right there in front of you, not literally on top of you. But if they're right there in front of you and it's really, really, really bright red, that can mean there's more than one opponent, and there was. But I only killed one of them. But I was hoping to get more than one with that grenade, either by bloom or by just sheer luck of them being weakened enough to where I could auto rifle them down right afterwards. Okay, so you know, those are just little things that I hope helped you. The reason why I lost this engagement was because, if you notice, my reticle was not on his head. So although I did hurt him with a grenade, he was shooting me in the head while I was shooting him in the body. So in the end, it was a fair engagement. And let's just not talk about that.
Got bumped off the map.
Let's just not talk about that because I fell off the map and it was depressing. And then I could just see my crest over there, like, I'm over here because you fell off the fucking map like a noob. But little shit like that happens. But I basically, yeah, I really just wanted to give you guys some insight on why I do the things I do and how I get the scores I get. You know, when there's not a lot of lag, like this game, it didn't have a lot of lag. It had that bullshit Nova Bomb moment to where I should have netted a kill. But it didn't have a lot of lag. And it's not that I'm going against shitty players. It's just that I was trying to use my angles better. I was using my time better, okay? So that's what makes or breaks a play. Right here, I'm using an auto rifle, and I laughed at the guy. I said, pull out a fucking primary, guy. Pull out a primary. Everybody's so hell-bent on using their special. Primed with grenades. He didn't even get hit by the grenades. But just in case he did, boom. Same thing. But this auto rifle, you look at that. Look at that time to kill. The thing fucking shreds. So, you know, hopefully you got a chance. I can't say hopefully you can go out there and get one with this roll. But if you still have one that has this roll, do not delete it. Don't do that nonsense. Go out there and give it a shot. Like, and if you don't feel super comfortable with it, learn it a little bit. Just give it time because it's a great weapon in the right hands. It took me a minute because I bought the I bought the Extremophile, the Dead Orbit one. I think that's what it's called. And I bought another one that is a bullet hose as well from the New Monarchy. And they're good, but at the same time, they run at that not so great base stability while they have counterbalance. And counterbalance helps, but it doesn't help when the base stability is absolute shit, okay? So, you know, you can do a lot, but this one, the base stability, if you see it, I don't have anything to put up on the screen right now, but I'll put it on the screen right now. Alright, so there was the base stability, alright? So the base stability of it is just fucking amazing, alright? So that in itself is just crazy. Like, it's so good, and it doesn't really need counterbalance, because as long as you can get control that initial recoil, you're set. You are golden. So you know, as you can see through most of the video, it was, hey, use your cover wisely. Use your height as an advantage if you have a high ceiling. And make sure that you always prime with a grenade if you have it. I do the same thing in PvE. If you don't, if you're, especially if you have catapult on and you don't see your teammates chucking grenades like all the time, make sure to get on their ass. Hey, bro, throw your fucking grenade. Help us out, because that's why we're dying. So, yep. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's like a PvP review slash mini play-by-play on the Unbent Tree. Obviously, right there, I got 28 kill credits, 18 crests, 2 denies, and a 4.3 AKD. I really, really love this gameplay. It was super, super fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Till next time, Deathstroke out.